he was not the only addition that they've had since the last time that we visited with you all. They also added 2 more additions this past week from the portal. Mannie Nunnery and Cameron Carroll transferring over from Houston and Tulane, respectively. I think for the Gators to be able to get a running back from the portal and a guy who only has 1 year left, considering the depth that they have in their running back room, I think this is kind of a steal, to be honest. You're getting a guy that has this much experience in college and has produced when his number was called. And then you get Mannie Nunnery, a guy who started pretty much full-time this past year for Houston. So they've done a really good job, Nick, not only replacing some of the starters that they lost, but replacing some of the depth that they lost via the portal.
Yeah. Well, let's start with Cam. I think how do you sell running back? I think I even said in the podcast before, I was like, Florida's going to have to go and find somebody from high school, because for a guy to come in with only 1 year left to play, and I get it, like it's a big jump from Tulane to Florida. You're like, I can prove myself. It's like, well, they had 2 guys almost run for 1,000 yards each last year who both returned, and one of them is a true freshman. So for me, when we found out that Cam was on campus, I'm like, what is this guy doing? Like, you only have 1 year left to play. He has reported 4.4, like legit 4.4 speed at 6 foot 225 or 5'11", 220.
They'll turn him down.
That's a burner. That's a burner. No. Hey, I mean, you needed another running back, because if Montreal Johnson, knock on wood, rolls his ankle week 1, high ankle sprain, you're out for 5 weeks. You're rolling with a sophomore and a true freshman, and that's all you have. And then if something else happens, I mean, it's a tough league. Football's a tough sport. Going into the season with 3 scholarship running backs that would have been a massive cause for concern. So getting Cam in is huge for Jabbar Jaluk and for that running backs room. And then Nunnery, it'll be interesting. I think you added already. First off, I would like to see Deuce Spurlock and Trahana Mitchell to have their lockers next to each other. Might have to duke it out. Might have to see who's got the best hands, because that's Ohio State and Michigan. That's a big rivalry. We need to squash that beef before spring football starts. You got to get it out of the way. You've already added 2 linebackers, obviously Derek Wingo. It'll be interesting to see how much he can do. He had to have shoulder surgery, which he's already gotten done. He's got a foot surgery coming up after that. What will his availability be in the spring? But Nunnery's a guy who's played a lot of special teams. Zach, when was the last time Florida blocked a punt or a kick? This guy's, I think, blocked 4 in his career.